All right, here we go. The misery continues. I mean, I honestly think there is a good chance that Shohei throws a perfect game today.
Oh, were we live?
Yep,
Hey, how you doing?
there is a good chance that Shohei throws a perfect game. They're so confident that Shohei is not even hitting today. And there's Lindor with that fucking fake ass smile. Dodgers actually, not only the Dodgers are honoring the Jackie Robinson Day, they're actually wearing the Brooklyn Dodger hat.
You like that?
Well, we would like it better if they didn't leave Brooklyn.
Not what I asked, but okay. Take that as a yes. Did you see the Mets lineup picture with Lindor smiling?
I'm tired of that smile.
I can't tell if they're just trolling you.
And there's Mendoza, who looks like he. I mean, he looks like an empty suit.
Want the chat to know that in all of our streams, this is maybe the second time I'm actually watching the game.
I mean, Mendoza is clearly an empty suit. He.
Why is Lindor laughing with the catcher, Frank?
During the World Baseball Classic, Cal Raleigh got a lot of heat because Randy Rosarina came up to him and was talking to him. They both play for the Mariners, and Cal Raleigh says, "I don't talk to the opposing team." I wish more players would be like that. Lindor genuinely loves the opposing team and hates his teammates. I'm so fucking sick of him.
When you're not playing well, playing grab ass with a catcher in the first play is kind of crazy.
He always plays grab ass with the other team. That's what I'm talking about. That's that look and that smile and the Mets take on his personality and he wanted to be team captain. What a joke! Swinging the ball in his eyes. You know, you're the leadoff hitter. I have a firm philosophy. You let the pitcher throw a strike before you take a swing. Unless you see one that you can square and hit to the moon. And he just swung at a ball. So it's a 1-1 count when it should be 2-0. And that was outside.
What's the Dodgers record?
Like 13-4. And there's a feeble ass swing by Lindor, batting a feeble ass 194. And he goes down on strikes and smiles as he goes off the field. Look at the body language. Does he look like somebody who actually cares? Look at his fucking body language. Does he look like somebody who cares?
It's rhetorical, right?
Yeah. And here's Luis Robert, who hasn't gotten a hit since last Tuesday. Mets put Jarrett Young on the injured list today. MJ Melendez coming up. Jorge Polanco, despite playing on one leg, is still not on the injured list for some unknown reason.
Who's the best player on the Mets with Soto out?
They don't have one. We are 26 outs to a perfect game. I think you could actually start the countdown.
Well, yeah, you
Just looking at the swings they're taking.
You have.
I haven't seen a good swing yet from any Met in a week.
Didn't Lindor hit a home run yesterday?
Yeah, well, he ran into a pitch. They call that.
Oh.
The fact that the next 20 batters went up and down without didn't get a base runner is indicative of that. They haven't had more than one hit in an inning in their last 5 games. Yeah, nope, caught.
You're always ahead of me with your fiber optic Hard line
Benefit
game.
of cable. That's why I didn't get rid. That's why I still have cable. I was talking about that on Pick Central today. Every one of us had cable.
Well, yeah,
Summer
so
still has cable. Mutt has cable. And it's a pain in the ass. It looks like the Sixers are going to win that game today, by the way. So it's going to be Magic Heat or Magic Hornets to see who goes to the play the Pistons, and the Sixers are going against the Celtics, and they're just going to get annihilated. And here we go, another 1-2-3 inning. So we're now 24 outs to a perfect game, just jogging up the field. Beatty's just completely lost. Beatty's like 0 for his last 24. It's pathetic. It really, this team is crying out for a managerial change. I mean, just look at the way. Look at they take on the personality of the manager with no urgency. Yeah, this team plays with no urgency whatsoever.
Frank, Knicks Hawks prediction, super chat.
Knicks in 6.
Knicks in 5.
I mean, this is what I talk about easy innings.
Yeah, that was a pretty fightless inning, but Shohei's one of the best pitchers in the world, right?
But it's everyone. They face some suck ass pitchers in this stretch. They've scored 1 run in their last 3 games.
Thanks, Cooper.
And they've been shut out in 3 of their last 5 games and scored 1 or fewer in 5 of their last 6 games. In fact, in a 7-game losing streak, they've scored 2 runs or fewer 6 times. Penguins in 7.
Oh, wow, you're on it.
You know, I love all the Jackie Robinson tributes, and it's going to be a shame that next year for the 80th anniversary, there's probably not going to be a Jackie Robinson Day. But isn't it time to give the same love to Larry Doby?
I think a lot of people don't know who that is.
He was the first black player in the American League who doesn't get nearly the same respect that Jackie Robinson did, and he faced the same shit. This is weird. The Dodgers aren't having Shohei hit today. I mean, that's crazy to me.
Is that like an insult?
It's like saying that, I mean, he's one of the best hitters in baseball. I mean, he's just pitching today. I've never seen him do that. It's weird.
He doesn't ever take it off when he's pitching?
No.
Maybe pinch hit later?
No.
Okay.
And Clay Holmes facing Kyle Tucker, who has walked almost every at bat. The Mets haven't had a walk in like 5 games. 0-2 count. And here's what I was talking about on Pick Central. Every time the Mets get ahead of a batter, 0-2, the dirt pitch is in the dirt.
Frank, can you not enjoy a moment? He just threw 2 strikes. If he threw 2 balls, you'd
No. I'm telling you, every time.
Sorry, you're right. Prediction is it's in the dirt. That was a strike. It was foul, but it was a strike.
But I've watched the Mets 0-2 pitch in the dirt so many times, it's ridiculous.
Okay, but he didn't do that, and it's 0-2.
I mean, I've seen the Mets had 0-2 batters, and then it's 3. Next thing you know, it's 3-2.
I don't know why I try to argue or anything.
But that's part of the problem. It's part of the Mets just like pitching strategy.
The other problem is no matter what's going on, you're going to find a problem.
But it's indicative what the whole problem is. The Mets just play baseball entirely the wrong way.
It's also indicative of how you see things.
No, it's why the team's failing the way it is. It's the in-game strategy. It's now 2-2. This will get to 3-2. I've seen this happen too many times this year, and I'm just tired of these Mets farting around when it's an ode when they get ahead of the batter, and that's why they're in the situation they're in now. There you go, 3-2. It is just indicative of the issue that's going on here. What do I think of Steve Cohen coming out there? It doesn't send a message because there's no accountability. He that what was that green shots yesterday? I mean, it was like one of the dumbest tweets I've ever heard. What the fuck? What the fuck is he talking about with green shots? What the fuck is that supposed to mean?
I think it was shoots. What just happened there, Frank?
A fly ball.
Good out.
But Freddie Freeman always kills the Mets.
Yeah, I have nightmares about this guy. Playoffs, he's always like jacking home runs, right?
Yep, he killed the Yankees in the World Series.
Yeah.
I mean, this guy's lifetime 300 average with 30 home runs and 30 RBIs. I mean, this guy just kills the Mets. Going back to his Atlanta days, okay. Clay Holmes got ahead of him.
Nice pitch
1-2.
there.
1-2. You see, this is what the Mets don't do. They don't battle. They don't foul off pitches. They had a couple of bats in the game opening day, where they had a couple of good at bats of this. I haven't seen the Mets battle in an at bat in weeks. And what does that lead to? Base hit. And now you got 1 on, 1 out. And meanwhile, Clay Holmes is up to 13 pitches already. Shohei didn't even throw 13 pitches in that first inning. This is what I'm talking about. It's not just the losing. It's the uncompetitiveness. It's it's more than just they look disinterested. And here we go. And this is how you get in trouble. You get a runner on and you fall behind. It's Will Smith, another guy. I mean, their whole idea don't have an easy out in the lineup. Well, the Mets don't have anyone. Every out's easy for the Mets. I mean, and I'm tired of seeing Mary Hart behind there. I mean, Mary Hart made Kramer have convulsions. All right, 2 out. All right, 2 out, 1 on. Teoscar Hernandez up. I mean, just look at the length of the at-bats. That matters. It matters. It really does. All right.
This is a 2-pitch at bat.
Yep, here comes. Look at these batting averages: 227, 213.
How about that was a good inning? Good inning from Clay Pigeon. Just a single.
Well, it's the bats that's the problem right now. And they have two pitchers that are absolutely sucking in David Peterson and Kodai Senga. Oh boy, Major League Baseball just fired two more Players Association fired two more people. I tell you, the players are going to lose. They've never lost in these labor wars. They're going to lose this one.
Do you remember when you talked to me on a walk for 1 hour, uninterrupted, explaining every player league agreement in the history of baseball?
Yep. I don't think the players have ever been a mess that they've been in right now.
Well, it's built up over time, and Bud Selig had a big part of it that people don't know about, which you taught me. And yeah, Frank, I think next year we're all going to get a year off. It's going to be good for all of us, especially me, and I'm okay with that.
And of course, ESPN has to show the 88 fucking NLCS.
Seems like they're highlighting that one guy.
Oral Hershiser had an incredible postseason.
He's commentating the game. He's in the booth. That's why they were showing highlights of him.
Yeah, he actually ended up playing for the Mets 11 years later.
Oh yeah.
One pitch. This is what I'm talking about. The one pitch rollover.
Can't do that.
It's 13 pitches. It's 13 pitches, and there's already one out in the first. Look at the different at bats. This is what I'm talking about. There's no bad, but I can't stand Bo Bichette. That signing was a disaster, a pure disaster.
What do we have, Frank? 25 outs?
23 outs to a perfect game.
I'm sorry. Obviously.
I mean, Alvarez has been their best hitter this year, incredibly, without Soto. And not on that pitch.
Who's your favorite player?
I don't have one on this fucking team right now.
That's nice.
I mean, have you seen one quality at bat from the Mets yet?
Oh no, they look like a lifeless group of cadavers.
I mean, this is what I've been watching since they played that stupid fucking song on the moon.
Oh, and he struck out. Yeah, no, he doesn't give a fuck, Frank. He's thinking about going back and ripping hookah in the locker room, clubhouse.
And every at bat looks like this, and this is why I'm so fucking pissed. And poor Carson Bench, he looks like he just is overwhelmed, completely overwhelmed.
He's got a great dog. Shout out, Buddy.
He only had 24 games in AAA last year, 24 at bats in AAA last year. He probably should have started the year in AAA.
No, my hair's back.
Look at this. This is what you call going through the motions.
Oh, that was kind of a sick pitch, wasn't it? That had some.
That's what I'm talking about, where he's overwhelmed. Maybe he could beat this out. Yeah, nope. I mean,
At least he hustled.
that is another 10 pitch at bat, 10 pitch inning. This is what I'm talking about. Without a fight. This is what I'm talking about. This is what makes me angry.
I do have a feeling the Knicks might not just get to the finals. I think they might win the title this year.
I don't know. I'm really high on the Celtics, especially that Tatum came back.
You know what I've always said to you, Frank? I think continuity is underrated, particularly in basketball. This Knicks core has been through a couple playoff battles with Brunson leading them. I don't think they're favorites, but I just wouldn't be surprised if they beat anybody.
Well, we're going to do it, and maybe we might do it as soon as next couple of weeks. Start watching the Star Wars movies.
Great segue. So are we going to live stream those?
I don't know how we could do it because you have to hear it.
I could be live streaming with my headphones on with one ear off, watching it on my television.
Because Shanks has never watched Star Wars.
Well, when I was a kid, I watched like the old Harrison Ford ones. And then I did see the really shitty one, whatever year that was.
Episode 8.
And I thought, oh my God, this is what everybody likes. Guy's a hologram for the whole end of the movie. Frank, what's the score prediction tonight?
Dodgers 4-0. I actually think there's a good chance there's no hitter. It's been every game lately where the Mets have at least a 15 batter stretch, which is 5 inning batter stretch without a base runner.
I mean, if they're gonna torture me, which they are, no matter what, through their vessel named Frank, it may as well go as quickly as possible. So a perfect.
I mean, yesterday's game was over in 2 hours.
It's funny. I set my alarm incorrectly, but I would have woken up when the game was like over, so it would have been a total waste anyways.
All right, here you go. Dodgers up again. Let's see what Clay Holmes could do.
Why do you call him clay pigeon? Is that like for when you shoot clay pigeons in the shooting range? That's pretty horrible.
Ironically, I actually didn't come up with the name when he was at the Mets. He
What?
was at the Yankees.
Okay. Did he have like a bad outing or something?
Yeah, the Yankees tried to make him their closer. And I think he blew a game against the Mets, and I came up with the name Clay Pigeon. Pitch challenge.
Frank, doesn't my apartment almost look nice with a window?
Yeah, I don't know why you never opened it before.
You remember I didn't have a lamp for 2 years? I think the general public grossly underestimates how a single man in his 30s will live in solitude when no one checks in on him. Frank started lifting weights and coming to my apartment, and it really helped straighten some things out. Frank, what things in my apartment do I still need?
I'm not exactly sure.
Bathroom?
Oh, yeah, you got to get a shower curtain.
I really don't. They're actually kind of a myth. What do you think your shower curtain does for you?
Decorates the bathroom and keeps water from splashing out onto the floor when I'm taking a shower.
Sorry, what was the first one?
Decoration And
Okay. You win. You win. I didn't think of
it,
that. I forgot it. Your Dolphins thing is elite. Decoration. Yeah, I got a microwave.
I rarely use my microwave anymore.
Shout out to the chat. Jamel Hill thinks if you live alone in your 30s, you're a serial killer. I mean, the hatred in everything that person posts.
She is just always angry.
I got it. She got me angry today, Frank. I started going at her today. It's just like, I think tax day really got to me. Once I saw the feds just went into my bank account and took my money, and then New York State was
Did
like,
you see
"Oh, we'll pay you
Zoran?
back when we
We're
get."
coming for your money.
Frank, that's the least of my worries right now. But yeah, he's talking shit to the rich people, which is a great way to get them to all leave Manhattan. So
What people don't realize is when he talks about rich, he's not talking about the billionaires. He's talking about those people who make 100,000.
all right,
That's
Frank, don't get into politics. You have no idea what you're talking about, and I'm not a fan of his either.
and
But
Joe Nathan is not a Hall of Famer.
there we go. Now you're back on point.
And yeah, let me put it this way: if Joe Nathan gets in the Hall of Fame, then it's time to put John Franco in the Hall of Fame.
Who is Joe Nathan?
He was a closer for the Twins.
Not that good.
He was okay, but not a Hall of Famer.
I think they should relaunch all of the Hall of Fames and only let players, coaches, and fans vote. The media is completely compromised, and they've shown it.
I mean, the fact that Kurt Schilling's not in.
It's crazy.
Politics.
Well, there's also like just guys that the media didn't have good relationships with, and then the opposite, guys that the media loved.
Scott Rowland. Yeah, Scott Rowland kissed her ass.
Yeah,
He got in first ballot.
That's, it's a joke.
And here's a double.
Yeah, Don Mattingly's still not in? Oh, fuck. Who hit that?
Rushing. I'm sorry. The arrogance of the Dodgers is sickening, too.
What did he do that was arrogant? The little dance?
Yeah, they all do that.
Yeah, that'd be cool. Mattingly and Keith Hernandez together.
They both should be in my book.
Yeah,
So should Dale Murphy.
You probably tell me Keith Hernandez should be in the Hall of Fame like once a week. Like Sopranos. You heard the good news? Hey, Jenks, you heard about Keith Hernandez?
Dodgers are 13-4, and Mookie Betts is on the injured list. Kind of washed up, but still effective.
What position does he play now?
He's been playing shortstop now.
So who's his backup? Look at Lindor fraternizing again.
Yeah, exactly.
It really never ends.
That's what I'm talking about. He fraternizes with the enemy, and he hates his teammates.
Well, I'm not going to go with it. I'm calling it straight. I don't see any hatred toward his teammates, but anytime I've seen him near a Dodgers player, he's laughing with him. I will give you that.
Look at the opening day, and here we go. It is high. It is far.
Oh, no.
It's a 2-run homer.
Oh, boy.
From some little Korean guy who I've never heard of.
Frank.
I mean, look at him.
Well,
This guy looks like he did. This guy looks like he's about 5'4".
Muggsy Bogues was 5'3". Chill.
I mean, this is probably the least likely guy on the team to hit a home run, and it's 2-0 already. Insurmountable lead. I mean, look how tiny he is. He makes Jose Altuve look like Aaron Judge.
Oh my God, he is tiny.
I wasn't joking. He's look at him. Look how tiny he is.
They just let a 12-year-old home run on him. Oh man, this is bad.
Is that his first major league home run? Might be
I
his
think with
first
his
home run ever.
is he with his translator? So the Dodgers just own all players from Asia?
Pretty much.
Okay.
Oh, Alvarez is wearing Jackie Robinson chest protector, and this Mets challenge was a disaster.
Frank, who is that player? Is he Japanese, Korean? Let's give him the proper respect.
The guy who hit the
Yeah.
home run?
Yeah.
My guess he's Korean.
But he's probably really good. I mean, he's playing on the fucking Dodgers.
He's a backup.
Oh, he's a backup. He's a backup on a team that's an all-star team. Is it the shortstop?
Yes, Hae-Sung
Kim.
And he is from Korea.
Nice
I was
call.
correct about.
He's batting .286. And his nickname is the Comet. He's known for his speed, so he's a speedy little guy. That all checks out.
He had 3 home runs last year.
Oh, God, that's not good. Did he play the whole year?
He's a backup. He had 170 plate appearances last year.
So 25. Were any of the 3 against the Mets?
Nope.
All right. So 25% of his homers are against the Mets.
I mean, they are 0-8 since they played that fucking bitch on the moon.
Frank.
I mean, there's no chance of coming back.
No, it's over. The season's over. I don't even know why we're watching the game.
I mean, this is the most lifeless team I've ever seen.
What do you think's more lifeless, the Mets or the way I feel during the Mets season?
The Mets is nothing more lifeless than that.
Close?
There's nothing more lifeless than the Mets.
Not what? Do you think I'm in the same tier?
Nope, you're in hell with me.
You know what Stockholm Syndrome is, Frank? Hey, fuckface, you paying attention or are you scrolling the internet?
Look at that video that you sent me earlier with the from Channel 4 News.
Oh, the Mets.
KFC is like shocked by it. How like hammered the Mets are when they're being interviewed in the locker room.
They're on drugs. Yeah, it's awesome.
I've seen those videos for 40 years, so I mean, this is the most pathetic team, and Lindor is still fraternizing.
Oh no! What's the next shot? You're ahead of me, so I haven't seen it. They're still showing the Comet. By the way, Frank, if he wasn't on the Dodgers, the Comet might be one of my new favorite players. Who was Lindor fraternizing with?
No, I'm just talking about Lindor, just in general. Look at this guy, Marcus Semien, 188 batting average, 508 OPS.
What's his nickname?
I mean, this guy just sucks.
That's his name. That's a great nickname. This guy just sucks.
It's mucus membrane. I mean, there's not one competitive swing there.
I will pay you $100 cash if Shohei pitches a perfect game. So you got a little insurance. Because you know they're going to lose, so we may as well just root for a perfect game.
I mean, there's a foul off. That's the first foul off I've seen in days for the Mets. And there's strike three. I mean, they don't even get to strike. They don't even get the ball too.
Was he even looking at the ball when he swung?
I don't think he was. I mean, it's like Cedric Mullins all over again.
I want to see that third swing. I think he was looking at like the dugout. Yeah, no, they're not even getting close to these pitches. These highlights are just, oh my God.
This guy, they just called up from the minors with Jared Young on the injured list.
What happened to him?
Torn meniscus.
That's a real injury. Hope he's getting better. He was playing well too, wasn't he? Or for a little bit?
Fairly. You see, when players are...
Well, it's a good super chat.
It's torture. It's torture because they always underachieve. They love underachieving. They're just a joke, a disgrace. Honest, a disgrace.
Frank, do you think sometimes in a toxic relationship there's a point where you just move on?
Hey, Menendez actually got a hit.
Okay. We're back.
Yeah, well, he might as well just grab his glove because he's not leaving second base. Because here comes Tommy Sham.
You know what you're like? You're like if Don Rickles became a severely depressed Mets fan. You just drop negative one-liner jokes. No matter what. Guy hits a double who just got pulled up.
This is the level definition of pressing. They got to wake up. No, they don't got to wake up. They don't care. The Mets hit the snooze bar every 5 seconds.
Doesn't matter what they do.
Yeah, here's Tommy Sham. I mean, look at the body language. Does he look like he even is interested? Does he look like he even cares one iota?
Can you please call him by the accidental new nickname you created?
Tommy Shamu. Look at this. Alonso, 2 home runs the other day. I mean, he's just the lights out reliever Nunez. I mean, it's just absolutely pathetic. It's pathetic. It's
good point by the chat. What do you think of them signing a guy that trashed the organization when they still had the same like players?
It's just how clueless this team is. Rudderless.
Crazy move for vibes.
Yeah, well.
We talk a lot about the locker room, like shit.
Well,
like
Lindor's playing grab ass with the other team. I mean, Tommy fucking Shamu. Yeah, there it is. Not one fuck given. It used to be a thing when he went to the inning. No runs, no hits, no errors. With the Mets, it's no runs, no hits, no fucks given. And here's fucking Lindor, probably talking it up at the catcher, talking about how awesome it is to watch Shohei out there. There he is, smiling at everyone.
Waving to the crowd.
What was the social media data, please? I don't know what the fuck. It's Steve Cohen. They were taking green shots. What the fuck does that even mean?
He also said that Simeon may have hit a home run if the weather was better. Oh, got a piece of that one.
No, he didn't.
Well, that was a decent piece of wood. No,
it wasn't.
Never mind.
I mean, Lindor's here. You got to play. Watch him play grab ass again. Here it is. Look at that. Look at that. Look at that pathetic swing.
You're like 2 seconds ahead of me. It's so annoying. Let me see if I refresh.
You know, this guy's right. I can live with a team that sucks without talent. I can't live with a 300. That Nicholas just nailed it.
Good for you, Nicholas. Shout out, Nicholas.
That's what drives me to
What'd
like
Nicholas say?
I know the Dolphins are going to be terrible this year, and I'm okay with that because I know that maybe they have a direction going. They're going to start trying to get things in the right direction. That Chris Greer fucked things up so substantially, it's going to take at least a year or two just to get back to level par where they can actually build on something. It's like that building we saw that was burnt down today.
You mean the building that you made us walk to look at that was burnt down, and then you said this is the Mets season.
Yeah, well, that's the Dolphins too. Well, we've walked by that building so many times.
Frank,
And
we've walked everywhere in Manhattan.
It's only a couple blocks from the office, so
Yeah, no, yeah, you're right. That's was it 7th and 23rd or something?
22nd.
Yeah, it was super close.
And it was the video. They had the video of the fire was out on Sunday, so I was interested to see what it looked like.
I know you sent me the reels.
How about the city of New Jersey had a freight train derail with chemicals, and a truck crashed into a limo company, and then when they're pulling the big ass truck out, it catches on fire and burns down the limo building.
Those $100 train tickets gonna help.
I mean, if a private industry did that, the government would come after them for price gouging.
All right, Frank, we got to be fair and balanced. He's having a good battle here. Hasn't he fouled off a few now? His pitch counts up into the 40s, right? You can't just not speak.
Well, we'll see what this pitch is. That does not look like a strike to me.
No, that was a good eye, I think.
Okay, this is a decent at bat. I will say this is a decent at bat.
Thank you. That's what I was asked. Thank you. It's fair. And that was a ball.
Well, I just don't see this too often.
No, I'm not watching the play-in. I'm a grumpy old guy with NBA. I'll wait till there's a 1 through 8 and then watch the playoffs.
The play-ins, I got to put on Amazon for that.
Yeah, right, Frank. Like I'm not
Really?
I'm not doing on Amazon and saying sorry. There's a technical difficulty. Like no, I'll wait till playoff Saturday when the playoffs start.
If it was on TNT or ESPN, I'd tune into it, but I just don't feel like going on streaming to watch it.
Then it's playing. It's an insult. It's not. The playoffs start when the playoffs start. I don't even know what the fucking point of the play-in is.
Well, all it did was turn the last month in the NBA until preseason, where there was no meaningful games.
Frank, what do you? Hold on, we can wait till this pitch happens.
And there he goes, struck out.
Thought. I think the lottery, everyone should just have an equal percentage. So there's absolutely no positive in having bad years.
Look at that. Lindor struck out and he was smiling and tipped his hat to Ohtani.
Oh, my God.
You see what I'm talking about?
I saw it.
You see what I'm talking about? This team doesn't give a fuck.
Why does he keep smiling?
They're now 5 games under 500 and 3 games out of 4th. That means they are. If they have a good week, that means it's going to take. That means they are so far in last place that there's no way out of last place. They're in last place to stay. I mean, so the salary cap is so high. If they finish last place, they have to give up all their minor league players as punishment. They don't have a draft pick. They don't have they don't have a draft pick until the 20th round, and they don't sign. Oh, fuck.
Dead?
These glasses are actually a little unique. They have interchangeable. I mean, this is a lifeless team. It is a totally lifeless fucking team.
Somebody's got to tell Lindor to stop smiling.
It doesn't look good. It really doesn't look good. They don't look like they give a fuck. They look like they don't give a fuck. I mean, this is the first time you're ever actually seeing it. This is what really has gotten me to the point of just insanity with this team. I've never seen a team look this lethargic and lifeless like this. Hey, that's what you got. I think you got to change the manager. You got to change a manager that's going to demand accountability.
Who's the most hard-ass manager?
I don't know if there's any of them left. I mean, the most hard-ass manager of all time is probably Billy Martin, who was insane.
You get fired every other week. They need like a Lou Piniella.
Who was actually a protege of Billy Martin.
Wow, I nailed that. Right?
Yeah.
Oh, Jim Leyland. Remember him?
He could be a hard ass, but he wasn't that big of a hard ass. Also about 80 years old now.
Was he the guy that got in Barry Bonds' face that one time?
Yep.
Yeah, I love that clip.
He got fined every game he ever managed at the end of his career. And he did not give one fuck.
Smoking?
Yes.
My man. Good for him.
Oh, that was a nice catch by Robert.
Woo. Web gem. Web gem still exist?
No.
Seriously?
ESPN barely shows baseball anymore.
They don't show any highlights, I guess.
No, they talk about they have
just hypotheticals. People from different generations playing each other in hypotheticals. And they have
is managing the Reds right now.
But what if you got them?
I suppose that would be a better choice.
You suppose. Sometimes you speak very dignified English. I like it. I suppose.
I mean, anything would be better than this. Terry Collins, he could be a hard ass sometimes.
Well, this is an easy layup for you. You see if you scroll up a little, someone put in $10 too.
We're at.
You think the Mets are cursed?
I mean, it really might be. I mean, how come every time they sign a good player, they're turning into a disaster?
Well, Soto played well, didn't he?
I think it is cancel time. Look at this manager. Does he look like he cares?
Once I saw that Mendoza didn't know what a high leverage situation was, I That's when I realized how bad things really were. Did you see that interview?
No, I haven't.
Yeah, you don't even want to see that, Frank. It was pretty terrifying.
I mean, I can't believe friggin' Kim hit a home run against the Mets. I mean, the last guy you would think of.
I mean, come on, don't come at the Rocket. Oh, sorry, the Comet. Let's go Knicks.
Guys need to be sent down to Syracuse, but there's so many injuries, you can't really send anyone down. I mean, the only one who's capable of being sent down really is Benj, but now with all the injuries, I think he'd be up anyway. I mean, they're now 5 games under 500, and the Nationals are 3 games ahead of them in for fourth place.
You're counting this as a loss?
Yes. They never come back. They never come back. And you know, when your top player, your supposed leader, doesn't show any intensity, is playing grab ass with the other team, the manager doesn't show any urgency. This is what you get. You get this lackluster bullshit.
When's Soto coming back in real world?
Probably 2 weeks.
Oh, nice.
It's too late already.
Oh boy. Okay.
I mean, I think it's now pretty much apparent that Steve Cohen is a joke. I mean, these green shots. I mean, what the fuck's he talking about? How about going in and saying that it's unacceptable? I want to hear someone say it's unacceptable.
I would be more mad at Stearns, to be honest, because Cohen has given the guy the biggest payroll. So even if Cohen says dumb shit, he's given them everything to succeed. It's
Well,
Stearns.
I want him to actually come out and just like say this is unacceptable. That's all I'm asking.
I know, but what's more important, him saying that or him paying the most money in baseball? Stearns needs to use the money correctly, and that's not happening. I'd have more of my hatred at that guy, personally.
Evan Roberts, 2-0 feels like 10-0. Yeah, he's right.
Yeah, Frank Love with the Blue Jackets coach said.
I mean, I would just love to hear that from somebody.
Well, I think it's your job. I think you do it for everyone.
I mean, where's that? Where's the heart? I mean, this team has literally no heart. I mean, they're going to get swept in Chicago too. They're going to be, they're going to be, before you know it, they're going to be like 17-20.
Yeah, I've talked to Frank about that play.
I flipped over a kitchen table.
I can only imagine the yell. It must have sounded like you got shot.
I hated Castillo anyway. I might be going to that game. All right, here we go. Luis Robert. It's the middle innings already, and
It's still a perfect
Mets
game.
are just going through the motions.
It's a perfect game, right?
No, they got that hit.
Oh yeah.
Melendez. I mean, Brett Beatty has completely gone back to the shit he was 2 years ago. And here's where it gets to it. Otani only has 49 pitches so far. I mean, by the fourth inning, you want to have the pitcher at least around 60. I mean, that pitcher's a foot outside, and they don't know what they're doing at the plate. Ever since they played fucking Ping Pony on the Moon. No, I don't. Raleigh Tellez. Everyone in Baltimore loves Pete Alonso. Yeah, you see? He's a personality. The Mets have no personalities. They have a bunch of people who just go there and they don't look like they care. Here's Brett Beatty, who's over his last 20 fucking 4. I mean, look at that batting. Remember last year he actually had a decent batting average? He's batting 2 fucking 14. He hasn't even walked yet.
He hasn't walked?
Yeah, no.
He's batting 214.
Yes.
What's his on base?
Pretty bad.
Must be horrible.
It's probably about 214. I mean, just look at the body language on this team. The body language on this team is rotten. I think the Mets are probably going to have about a dozen people play first base this year. They've already had 4 different first basemen.
Yeah, it's just pure analytics.
I mean, look at this. Every inning's easy.
Yeah, he's dominating.
This is going to be another game when the Mets get shut out or 1 run. They've gone binary. Except for that little 6-run outburst. And they scored all 6 runs out there, down 7-1. And still lost 11-7.
Frank, in a ballpark like this, unless I'm missing something, why aren't there seats in dead center?
Batter's eye.
And that's true with all ballparks, I guess, on some level?
Yes.
Is there any that just purely wraps around?
Well, they all wrap around sort of like Citi Field does.
Yeah, but then there's like a blank space in the middle for when the batter sees the ball coming?
Yeah, that's every stadium.
Batter's eye. You know, I always subconsciously knew it, but I never really understood why. Batter's eye.
I mean, this is what you call going through the motions. Bo Bichette just fucking sucks.
What a terrible grounder. Otani he looks like Federer. Cool as a cucumber.
And then ESPN always has the dick camera, where he had the camera and they just show you his crotch as he's going into the dugout. Bo Bichette doesn't give one fuck.
Did you just break those?
This team's dead. It's dead. I didn't even have a baseball season this year. After not having a hockey season, after not having a football season. And I just keep seeing that fucking smile on Lindor's face. Heart! They have no fucking heart! By the way, Dallas Smith has 5 home runs for the Braves, and the Braves are so far ahead of the Mets. They're 10 games ahead of the Mets already. Analytics. This is how you play. And they have to repeat that analytic mantra. They haven't had a walk in 5 games. I mean, look at even when the Dodgers go down 1-2-3. It feels like they're up for 5 minutes, 10, 20 minutes, 10, 12 minutes. The Mets are up 3 minutes. And the innings just go like boom, boom, like that, bang, bang, bang. There is not one competitive at bat. They have one double. Yesterday, they had a home run by Lindor, and that was the only hit for 7 innings. Same thing on Sunday. Same thing on Monday. Like long stretches where nobody gets on base.
Who's first out of the dugout? I mean, bullpen.
I don't even know. Bullpen's pretty much been chewed up.
Because he's probably only got, 25 pitches left?
Well, he's at 56. So probably go 6. And then it will probably be someone like I guess they got to bring in Devin Williams because he hasn't pitched in a long time. At some point, rarely pitched the other day. Maybe Puke Weaver. I mean, this is just there's no compete. There's no compete on this team.
That was a strike. Nice strikeout.
I mean, David Stern should be fired.
I agree.
For the way he constructed this roster, he should be fucking fired. Given unlimited money, and he fucked it up this badly. Somebody has to be fired. Something has to be done to light a fire under this team. Send a fucking message. Oh God. What's this fucker upset about? He's gonna charge him out? Would you want to do that? The Mets would probably Carrie go, no, study this, please, no. And then go underhanded to them the rest of the game. They'd probably all run and hide. I mean, he stared down fucking Clay Holmes. And the Mets didn't do anything. Lindor's pointing at him going, yeah. Lindor wants to go over there and massage his shoulder. Watch if he gets a second. Lindor will be massaging his shoulder.
I would bet you're right. He's gonna be all right.
No, you better watch out. Dalton Rushing. This guy had a double and then scored on the. I mean, this guy. Who's this guy? I mean, this guy playing DH instead of Shohei today. The Dodgers knew they were going to win this game so bad that they didn't even have Shohei bat today.
It's a tough look.
I mean, this team shows no fucking fight at all. I mean, where's the Mets' intensity? They look like a team that's playing a recreational league, beer league, just like with like no like nothing.
Did I ever tell you, Frank? When I was a beer delivery man, I played in a beer softball league. I played on a team called the Ambitious Monkeys. I was starting shortstop.
Oh, here we go! Wild pitch.
Yeah, you don't care.
I mean, this is just a disgrace.
Oh, now we get to watch him and Lindor.
Just look at the look on Mendoza's face.
I don't think he knows what's going on.
Is it a culture? It's a culture thing. And what they're missing is heart and fire, desire. All right, here comes Kim again.
The Comet. He's definitely my favorite Dodger. It's not even close.
What's he weigh? 160 pounds, soaking wet?
I mean, how tall is he?
He looks like he's about 5'6".
But he is surrounded by professional athletes. But I hear you. I think I pulled him up on Google. I can check. Yeah, there he is. He's 5'10". And he weighs 175.
Well, I was close on the weight.
So he's bigger than me. He's my height, and he's got like 10 pounds on me. That just shows you how fucking huge all these guys are. Look at how tiny he looks. That is hilarious.
And Tommy Lugauer, yeah, there's another one. Yeah, the Mets are going to be 7-12 after this game, and he's going to be
Nice
positivity.
Clay Pigeon's pitching well.
Yeah, well, it doesn't matter.
Well, nothing matters.
Yeah, the pitchers have to be perfect with how bad the damn hitters are. Josh Bell would have been better than Polanco, I tell you that much. I mean, the name Polanco doesn't sound like the noise of shit hitting in the toilet.
Yes. Plunk. There's multiple Kims, Frank, and they're Jack. He's my guy, the Comet. I hope the Mets trade for him.
I mean, this is the most miserable Mets season. I thought last year was going to be the most miserable Mets season ever. This is more misery. I mean, something's got to be done.
Can I be honest with you? It's pretty equally miserable all the time.
But they show no fight, no desire, no heart.
Yeah, you say that most of the time, and it's normally the worst ever. But I just kind of ride with it. The next series is the Cubs?
Yep.
And are they any good?
They're playing poorly.
All right, so maybe they can start to right the ship there.
No.
No.
The Mets have never played well in Wrigley.
Never, ever in their history?
And then we got
Oh, you're right. Rookie of the Year.
I hate that movie.
I didn't realize until becoming your butler that it was the Mets guy that got struck out, the big, angry, mean guy. Kind of looked like a mean cousin of yours. You know? It's got like the same hair color as you.
All right, here we go. Another lifeless inning.
Yay.
All right, they're ahead 2-0. So Alvarez needs to take a pitch.
Frank, did you like the baseball movie 61? I think we've talked about
Yes,
it.
I did.
There you go. Somebody just said you don't like any positive baseball movies. I feel like that's a positive baseball movie. But I think that might be Jabba Chamberlain.
Yes, thanks, Jabba. Yeah, sure would love to work out with you again.
I should check my phone.
I mean, Jabba, have you ever seen a team this heartless and lifeless? Guarantee Peralta won't be back. Yep. They're gonna. Yeah, Peralta's got a 1-year contract. He's gonna be gone. All right, 3-2 pitch to Alvarez. He's got to get on base.
Frank, do you like Joe Buck?
No, but he's better than Joe Davis. All right, he did a job getting on base. Now they got to get something. Show a little fucking spark, please.
But Jabba's the man. I think he commented a couple times and we didn't notice. Wow. Now that's the kind of thing, Aspen, that Frank will internalize, carry with him, and repeat for years.
I think Aspen's right.
What did I tell you? I know how this man's brain.
I think the decision to let Lonzo walk was Stearns, not Cone.
But the Aspen thing, that was perfect. Like, that was the perfect amount of it, made it sound legitimate.
No, I actually think that's true. And here's Ben, who's just.
I don't know why you're saying no. I immediately said Frank is going to agree with this, and he's going to repeat it for years.
I've always felt that way. Stearns never liked Alonzo.
Now you got proof.
I mean, Ben, he just looks overwhelmed. He just looks like somebody who just is so far behind. He's like, the lights are too bright right now. He probably should have spent a month in AAA to get at least some bats down there.
I think he'll be okay. He needs some time, but yeah, you're probably right. But just some more time.
Well, he's a prospect, but it just I'm concerned that they're hurting him. Is this guy going to fall in for a change?
Going up against Shohei on ESPN is not easy to get it.
Oh my God, it fell in. And
let's go.
Alvarez didn't realize it fell in, and he's out at second.
Oh my God.
I mean, what the fuck is going on here? Nobody's paying attention. Who is his first base coach? He didn't even move off the base. He's standing like a cigar store Indian. In fact, he ran back to first. Aaron, why aren't they doing it? This is what I'm talking about. Every game there's a mental lapse. A mental lapse means the manager's not doing his job.
He ran all the way back to first.
Took a hit away from the bench. And that just killed this inning.
That's a fielder's
Every game, there's a fuck up.
Bench doesn't even get the hit. It's a fielder's choice.
Yes.
Wow.
And now Simeon, who just is completely helpless and hopeless. I mean, look at it. Look at the base running.
This is
You continue to say he's safe. What is he doing?
this is crazy. Look,
What the fuck is going on here?
He ran all the way back. Why did he run all the way back?
This is why you gotta fire the manager. And Lindor's laughing in the dugout at this.
That was crazy. Did the first base coach say anything to him?
No, he just basically was pointing.
Because he ran all the way back. That's like he never turned back around.
I'm not going to do what Sid Rosenberg did.
Yeah, fuck that.
Oh, Simeon walked. They'd have the bases loaded right now. They would have the bases loaded right now.
I think he jogged back to first. That was crazy.
This shows you there's something wrong. And the easiest thing to do is to fire the manager. Because he's not getting the job. This team isn't focused. And the Mets lost their good first base coach. He went to the Braves.
Has there ever been an MLB team that relegates itself to AAA?
Yeah, there it is. Yeah. Alonso didn't fit Stern's image. Exactly. All right, here's Menendez, who got a hit last time.
Aspen. Shout out Aspen. It's going to be like a top Frank source for the coming years.
I mean, this is just a disgrace. There's no other way to say it. Right, Melendez made good contact. Oh, it's over his head. Go get one run home.
What happened? There it is.
Ground rule double.
All right, little bit of heart. Little bit of heart.
Just imagine if fuckhead didn't go back to first. Melendez 2 for 2 after getting called up.
Love that.
He probably should have been called up sooner.
Well, easy to say now. That's great, though. That's a big hit. Back in the game.
And now here's Tommy Shamu. Got a lifeless at bat from Tommy Shamu.
Just so the chat knows, Frank texted Shamu, like Sham with a U at the end by accident. And a lot of
the text to speech actually thought I said Shamu.
Oh, yeah, sorry.
I said Tommy Sham.
Same idea.
I mean, he hasn't made a competitive swing.
Now, Shamu was competitive, right?
With Killer Whale.
Yeah, I mean, is Shamu the guy that was in water, like the water park?
Yes.
Okay. Oh, he struck it. Hey, he yelled fuck. Looked like he cared.
I mean, they would have this game would be tied right now if it wasn't for stupid fucking Alvarez with his head up his ass.
I'm putting that equally on the first base coach, but yeah, the way he jogged was unacceptable. Without even looking back.
And now here's another lifeless at bat from Lindor. 1 RBI on this season, 591 OPS, 189 batting average. Struck out twice already in this game. Is that actually? Nope. I mean, they could have had a big inning there.
You got to tell people what you saw because you make little noises, but nobody knows what happened.
I saw fly out to left field.
Lindor kind of feeble pop out to left.
I mean,
How many pitches has Shohei thrown?
it's getting up there a little bit, so he may not be able to go past the 6.
Are we going to hear the trumpets?
I think you are. They didn't hear him yesterday for some strange reason.
Did you hear him the first night?
No.
Oh, God. So this will be the debut?
For some reason, is it trying to get local ads in,
What are you doing?
like the
I'm watching
feed
commercials.
cutoff.
I got commercials on my side.
When they try to put local ads in, it fucks things up. I mean, Tommy Pham the last 2 years has played on 2 of the worst teams in baseball history. I mean, the level of preparation on the Mets is just unacceptable. And people are looking at this. At the Lindor smiling about getting struck out. I mean, really, I think Lindor is really just everyone is. I think people are now realizing that he's a fucking fraud.
What do you think's the most realistic trade that could be made for him?
Taking on all his salary and sending him to San Diego for one of the contracts the Padres want to get rid of.
Do you think that's a thought?
I think it's possible.
Who are some of the options?
Bogarts and Manny Machado.
I think baseball jerseys look so cool without names on the back. I know this is all Jackie Robinson, but you know what I mean? It just looks, I don't know. It's so anti-current sports of like everyone marketing themselves. There's something romantic about just the team name. But again, I'm an old grumpy person.
Well, the Yankees say they'll never do it.
Good for them. I mean, they still sell them all, so it kind of defeats them.
Which is ridiculous. That's why I think any Yankee fan that walks around with the name on the back of the jersey is Fugazi.
It's a weird choice when you could
A
do
self-respecting Yankee fan would not buy a jersey with the name on the back
I
of
don't
it.
know if it's self-respecting is quite a personal attack, but yeah, I find it weird.
No, I think there are Yankee fans that actually feel that way too.
What's that?
I think there's a large segment of the Yankee fan population also feels that same way.
I grew up a Yankee fan. Frank knows this. I watched the Yankees pretty religiously in the late 90s, but then by the early 2000s, I just
they're asking about the ballpark tour. I don't know what I'm doing with the ballpark tour right now. I got all the footage of a couple of episodes. I just don't know how to get them out.
Yeah, no, we got some great new sponsors and we can put new ideas in front of them. So that's the simple answer. The other good thing is we've been very busy. Frank filmed a commercial with Noble Shoes this week that will be on television. You'll see it on social media and stuff. So lots of things are cooking. And we got some more Frank Walk sponsors. So always getting those set up.
He's got a special one for WrestleMania this week with Mark Henry.
Very great. It's a great episode because it's about 30 minutes of you guys doing really good beginner stretching so people can just watch it. Learn.
Ron Santo notoriously hated the Mets for breaking the Cubs' heart.
Who's
Bring
that?
Ozzie Guillen to manage the Mets? How does that? What does that have to do with the price of tea in the morning? I mean, Ron Santo. The Cubs 69 loss is because nobody got a day off, and they all wilted into summer heat playing day games in Wrigley Field. Ozzie Guillen's a nut. I don't know if he's the exact answer. And also, he hasn't managed in 14 years.
We'll probably catch him on the road at some point.
Who are we talking about?
Somebody asked if we're going to see the Mets on the road.
Well, I'm going to go on my way out to visit my mother in Idaho. I'm going to do a one-day layover in Denver and watch them in Colorado.
Frank, did you tell me that?
Yes.
You told me you were going to see a Mets game when you visit your mother, but did you tell me you're doing a one-day layover in Colorado to see a Mets game?
Yeah.
Okay. A, that's fantastic. B, remind me, we have connections there. Remember that? Okay. As long as you're on top of it.
Kurt Ward's out there.
Yeah, I know, but we also know people in the organization.
Well, you can see what they want to say, but I'm going to be there for the May 4th game.
I mean, if you don't want to bother them, no problem.
I wasn't planning on bothering them.
Well, then we won't.
All right, Freddie Freeman's got a 3-2 count. I mean, plays pitched decently, but like I said, it's just not enough. Nothing's enough with the way these bats are. Just going through the motions.
I feel like this is going to go to extra innings. What do you want to be hooked up with?
And here's a quality at bat from Freeman. And now Holmes at 84 pitches. He may not be able to go past the fifth. I don't think I'll ever go skiing, Aspen.
No, skiing's not a good idea.
And now Freddie Freeman walks. I genuinely hate when they go into the booth during national TV games. I genuinely hate it.
What's the point? Why are we looking at these guys?
We know what they look like.
We don't even need to. Look at him waving like a jackass.
We don't need to go in the booth.
No, the booth is unnecessary.
And they had a meeting on the mound, so we missed the meeting on the mound.
It doesn't look like Carlos made it.
Pitching coach.
What did Carlos play in the majors?
Nope.
What did Carlos do in his 20s?
Probably minor leaguer. Then he became a coach. He was a coach on the Yankee staff for a while. I mean, this is typical Mets. They score a run and they allow a run. They don't really have shutdown innings, which is another thing that pisses me off. I mean, Lindor hit that home run and then
Wait. What did they
gave up a run in the bottom of the first, so you never even got a chance to enjoy a lead. And of course, both pitchers settled down and didn't allow anything else. I mean, McClain, that's the only run he allowed, and he only allowed like 2 hits the rest of the game. Yep, here we go. All right, they actually called it. I'm tired of the smiles of Lindor.
He's never going to stop.
I mean, all he does is smile at the opposing team, and yet he has problems with Soto. He had problems with Nemo. He had problems with McLean. He had problems with Alonso. Why does he have problems with his teammates but loves everyone else on the other team?
Sounds like Benedict Arnold. What time do you think I'll be in the office tomorrow?
9. I'm going to check out that new dentist. Hopefully he's good.
Just don't go in there angry.
Well, it couldn't be worse than that one dentist I tried where they made me wait an hour before finally saying, "Oh, we finally looked up your insurance information. It looks like I've filled out all my paperwork already. I've given them all my documents, so it looks like I'm at least prepared, which is which gives me hope."
Shout out to the HR department, helping Frank as they always do.
No one in the NFL does this.
Love you guys.
No one in the NFL smiles at the opposing team.
No, they'll do it like somebody on a, Viking battlefield when they stick a fucking axe into somebody's leg and they don't die and they look at each other, they're like, ah, ha, ha, ha. Like football players will do that kind of thing. Like after a sack where they're both concussed.
It's more like NBA, where everyone is like buddy buddy and hugging each other.
Well, yeah,
With no intensity.
NBA, it's embarrassing. Baseball, they at least throw the ball hard. NBA, they're half speed half the time.
And the Mets have been playing half speed all game. Here's Lewis Robert now. Lewis Robert actually had a good start, but boy, he's been vacant the last week.
Who has the heart vacancy in Wizard of Oz?
What was that?
Who has the heart vacancy in Wizard of Oz? Is it the lion? No courage?
Tin Man.
Tin Man has no heart. Does that just mean he can't love?
I'm not sure. The Scarecrow had no brain, so that's Mendoza.
Who has no courage?
Management won't fire anybody. I mean, just a 3-pitch strikeout.
Stearns is the lion. Scarecrow, lion. Tin Man.
And it did the team with no heart.
Who's Dorothy?
I don't know. I mean, Brett Beatty, the fact that he hasn't had a walk this year, his batting average is now down to 211. I mean, this is the Brett Beatty we saw 2 years ago that looked like he just had no clue what he was doing. Every Met looks like they're swinging a pool noodle.
Frank, you know who's the Wicked Witch of the West?
Me.
No. It's the most easy one ever. Just think of the voice.
Oh, Poindexter.
Biggest layup.
Well, Lindor's smile is pretty damn pathetic. He literally looks like he doesn't really care. And look at this. Melendez is the only one who has a hit. 2 hits, 2 doubles.
Shohei's worst nightmare. Oh, more smiling in the dugout.
I mean, this team smiles too much for a team that just is just losing. There's no intensity. Oh, here comes another strikeout for Beatty, who's probably struck out about 30 times already.
It was nice when he gave you the autograph.
Steve Cohen's Dorothy with the casinos.
Who's Oz? A nice curveball.
I mean, Beatty's just flailing. There's no.
That was a nice curveball, though.
But there's like no like.
The movement on Otani's curveballs are insane.
There's like no like.
Yeah, no.
At the plate.
The swing was a helpless swing. It was a defenseless swing. I'd give you that. It was also a sick pitch.
And here's Bo Bay shit. I mean, Bo Bichette, this is going to go down as the worst signing in Mets history. He makes Jason Bay look good. I mean, look at these swings. This is this guy is supposed to be a 300 hitter who doesn't strike out.
What's he batting?
He's batting 210, and he struck out more times this year for the Mets than he did the first half of last year for the Blue Jays. And there's another one. That, you know what that just was? That was just an immaculate inning.
Uncompetitive. Was it?
Yes. I mean, this is what I'm talking about. Uncompetitive. This is what I've been watching all year. This is what I've been watching since June 13th last year.
Can't imagine putting myself through that.
And I think a lot of it goes on Lindor. I mean, Lindor has lost all credibility with me.
Well, that seems pretty clear.
You know, the last year and a half has did a full erase your brain Men in Black style from that 2024 season. I'm more down on the Mets than I've been ever before. This is Wilpon. This is Wilpon level of hopelessness.
Yeah, I don't even feel anything anymore.
I mean, they haven't had a comeback. Last year, they did not win a single game trailing after 8 innings. This year, they haven't won a game trailing after 8 innings. And then you got people like Tommy Lugauer saying it's okay. I mean, what a joke.
Shohei going to keep pitching, or is he done?
He might get one more inning. I mean, why not? I mean, it's not like the Mets are making any effort.
Oh, he has his career high with the Dodgers, 10 strikeouts.
Yeah, it doesn't surprise me.
Frank was born in Idaho.
Montana.
Sorry, Montana. But he really grew up in Jersey. Oh, Frankie.
Oh, boy. I mean, there's a home run. It's 2-1 lead again. There's like no intensity on the Mets. So they look like a team that just doesn't give a fuck. Oh, and they took Clay Pigeon out and put the Toe Jam Myers in the game.
Toe Jam?
Yes.
Was that his first pitch?
Yes.
Wow. What a way to come in.
I mean, these are uncompetitive games. Look at the Dodgers. They're looking at charged. They're involved. What are the Mets doing in the dugout?
Chilling. Straight chilling, Frank. I couldn't agree more. Who didn't I used to point that out all the time last year? I used to always say, why are they not up on the dugout when the other team is? Remember how long we couldn't figure that out?
It's Lindor. They get their and you know what in 2024?
That goes back. That happened. I remember that.
You know, in 2024, you know, Iglesias always stood on the dugout step, and they got rid of him.
Now, is he related to Enrique Iglesias?
No.
You know that song? I can be your hero.
Yes.
Great song.
And Steve Cohen with his fucking green shoots, as they're now on pace to lose 115 games.
It's good work by the chat.
I mean, this is what feeble looks like. I don't understand why Clay Holmes couldn't go for the sixth inning. I know he was at 85 pitches, but try to have him push him another inning.
Well, Frank, they got to listen to the analytics. Look at this guy now. He's giving up home runs, singles.
No, that's all the Mets do is they just listen to analytics. They don't feel how they don't.
Sports has no feeling. There's no momentum. There's no heart. It's all just stats. Fucking Poindexter.
You know, it's too late. Soto's by the time Soto gets back, they're going to be 20 games under 500 and singing HOTGOGO. They're literally 0-8 since the goddamn motherfucking the pink pony on the moon. She is the curse of all curses. She is the devil, the demon. You know, every team in the National League East has double the wins the Mets have. Now the game is just going to get completely away. This Toe Jam Myers can't get it, can't throw a strike. They're just tattooing him. And of course, Tommy Lugai.
Comment.
Fans like Tommy.
Oh boy. Oh boy.
See this lifeless
What
shit
about?
every fucking night. They accept losing and tell you.
Did Tommy even say anything to you?
Okay.
Why are you going at that guy?
Because I'm tired of his fucking positive Tommy tweets.
But you could just block him. You think he's going to read that, you lunatic? Just threw $10 down the drain. I mean, he doesn't have to read anything. Just to be clear. I don't think anybody even knows where the money goes when you guys pay those super chats. Frank's not pocketing it as far as I know.
I think it goes to Barstool.
Yeah.
And now we got a stolen base.
Yeah, strike out.
But that means he's going to score.
Yeah, for sure. Good job by the catcher.
I mean,
just special, Frank. Special. They can't even take the ball out of the fucking net.
there's just. I mean, what the fuck is a green shoot?
Somebody in the chat. What the fuck's a green shoot? Here's the comment. I'm not gonna lie, Frank. I'm always rooting for the comment. Ever since you made fun of his stature, and he's my exact stature. / a million times more athletic and strong. But actually,
hitting home runs.
I'd appreciate if you started calling me Comet. I'm considering going to game 1 on Saturday. I'm considering it. Oh man, struck out the Comet.
Yeah, but now the 2-run lead again, which means it's.
I'm going to go to the bathroom. You want to do a card opening or something?
Why not? I will get some cards.
I can wait till you get them. I think there's only like 140 something games left. Go by quickly.
I got a 2026 blaster box here. Let's see if there's anything good here. I have gotten nothing but shit out of my 2026 boxes. Haven't had one hit yet, except I did have that good hit with but that was the heritage cards with the Soto jersey card. So the regular tops, I haven't gotten anything out of these boxes yet, and I've gotten a lot of them.
Make sure you show them the card.
Okay, here it is. It's a hedge fund investment term. I mean, like when vegetables push out green shoots out of the dirt. The Mets are dead. The only Mets in the dirt is dead. All right, let's see what we have in this first pack here. Out of this blaster box of 2026 tops, we got D.A. Fuentes, Brady Sanger, Bretton Doyle, Evan Carter, Bob Seymour. We got a Bryce Harper card, Jeremy Pena, Jose Caballero, Dalton Rushing. League leaders card. We got a Trout card, and we got a Harper specialty card. Not much there. Nothing numbered. No autographs. Nothing special at all. All right. All right, here you go. The 7th inning. Lifeless Mets. New pitcher on the mound. It would be nice if ESPN told us who the new pitcher was. Trayman. That's another lifeless at bat. Tyler Stevenson. Patrick Bailey. Kyle Backus. League leaders. Jose Soriano. Gunnar Henderson. I mean, this is just lifeless at bat. Just roll over and die. That's what the Mets do every day. Teoscar Hernandez. Byron Buxton. Otto Lopez. We got kind of a refractor looking card for Acuna, but not numbered. And it's also not numbered. And we got a limp door stars of MLB. I still can't believe how idiot Alvarez took a hit away from Benj on that. Just dumbass play. They would have at least had a second run probably. And now Benj is just standing there. Made some good contact at least. All right, maybe he's finally getting some hits to fall in for him. Got a nice double there. Logan Webb. Travis Adams. Kyle Manzado. Blaze Alexander. We got a DeGrom. Kyle Karras. Justy Nixon Garcia. James Wood. Cedine Rafaela. Trevor McGill. I mean, get a double, and then the first pitch, useless Marcus Simeon, ground out. Just pathetic. Just absolutely fucking pathetic.
Heard we got a double?
Benj, but look what's happened. Next batter, on dirt now. Benj is just going to get stranded at third.
Our boy Benj.
And Jose Ramirez.
Still doing cards?
Yeah.
Love that.
I mean, just lifeless at bat after lifeless at bat.
Well, he hit a double.
Yeah, well. I mean, Marcus Semien is just so fucking useless.
Is this the guy who's called up that has 2 hits?
Yep. Now he won't get one.
Well, come on, Frank. Root for the fucking guy. He's had a good game.
I mean, you just watch 2 pitches right down the middle of the plate.
That was a nice curveball. I didn't watch the Mets in 2015.
Probably DeGrom.
Was there manager Willie Randolph?
No, that was Terry Collins.
Oh, Terry Collins was my favorite.
Randolph managed the Mets in 2006.
So do they always sign Yankees guys?
Yeah.
So why don't they trade Lindor to the Yankees?
He would not make in the Bronx.
What? We're worried about sending him somewhere to succeed? They need a shortstop. It fits.
The Yankees would never deal with his bullshit.
God damn it.
I mean, this is a lifeless team. An absolute lifeless team. Ben Williamson continuing to get it's incredible how many boxes of 2026 I've gotten with nothing good. I'm like the Mets, no hits. And I keep getting fucking Lindor cards. Rocky Sasky, Blake Snell, Wilson Contreras, Royals team card, Matt Shaw. Nationals, we got this Samuel Bastillo, Pete Crow Armstrong, and here's the last pack. I've gotten hobby and jumbo packs, and I've still not gotten any good hits.
Frank, how many cards do you think you own in aggregate? If you were on the dozen, and that was the question, like when you have to do a number.
I think I'm into six figures.
The 6 figures?
Yes.
Why do you keep getting more?
We got Corbin Carroll,
Oh my gosh.
A's team card. Jacob Mazeroski, A's team card. Brian Bello, Scoble. Yeah.
Frank, do you have a will?
Manny Hernandez, nope.
Maybe we
Edward
could
Starr.
sketch one up. Maybe I get all the cards.
Sure.
All right, deal.
Johan Duran, Christian Campbell,
And that, my friends, is called the long-term payoff.
Corey Seager, and Michael Waka.
Just got my entire retirement fund. Frank could be living in a gutter and he would have all of his cards in waterproof cases, living naked and starving before he sold his cards. So I'll get him.
Oh, I got one more pack. Got one more pack. I didn't realize this pack was unopened.
Thank God. Going to the retirement fund. Hopefully you get something good. Now I'm invested, Frank. Literally.
All right, we got JT Ginn, who shut the Mets down. Ryan McMahon, Joe Ryan, Kobe Mayo. League leaders, well, Michael McGreevy, Blue Jays team card. Nolan Schimmel, Devin Williams, Dodgers team card. A Cal Raleigh, and Chase Burns. Nothing. Whole lot of nothing.
I was just saying, like, you could open a pack when I went to the bathroom. But yeah. I'll give him a little taste.
And Toe Jam Myers is out there still.
Mets are down 3-1, bottom of the 7th.
They have no shot. I've never seen a team with less heart than this fucking team. And they do mental mistakes every game.
The force out at second was tragic.
Look at this. 2 runs last 36 innings.
Oh my God. Ball just nailed the pitcher.
Oh, yeah.
That's just bad luck.
Ever since they played that fucking song on the moon. I mean, this is a clearly lifeless team.
Frank does.
Out soon?
Frank bets against the Mets frequently. He calls it Mets insurance. What, Frank?
Yep, I put $100 in. I need it after yesterday. Fucking goddamn diamond shoes.
Oh, Frank, stay off the tables.
And
2 outs.
no one.
1 out. Am I ahead of you now?
You might be.
Yeah, I feel like I'm reacting before you. Wonder how that happened.
When they go to local commercials, my feed gets fucked up. And like every game, there's like 2 innings where there's a local commercials inserted in.
more fun being ahead. Frank, you got a favorite Vegas casino?
No.
They're all pretty similar, for the common man at least.
Three-zero count. And the big boys are coming up. This is gonna be about 5. It's gonna be like 6-1 before you know it.
Pop out. 2.
And this goes back to all that stuff that came out last year. How Soto was unhappy with the Mets.
Ooh, tough play. Nice.
I think all this is surrounding how miserable the Mets make him feel. And it's because Lindor just won't. I actually think Lindor is jealous of Soto. I truly think that's what it is. Let me hit the bathroom. One between innings.
There's so many games left. There's so many. And it just doesn't really matter if they play a little better. It'll just set up another fall. If they play great, the heartbreak will be unbearable. And if they're mediocre, that's really death by 1,000 cuts.
Just imagine when the bats wake up, the pitching's gonna fucking fail.
Yep. There's no way out.
You know that's gonna happen, don't you? When the bats fucking wake up, the pitching's gonna fucking fail.
Oh, yeah. I don't expect anything good.
They're gonna lose 100 games. They're gonna lose 100 fucking games.
You want to know something, Frank? No matter what, it's going to feel like they lost 120.
I mean, they have the highest payroll in baseball, and they have the worst record in baseball.
Yeah.
That is a total failure.
It's good, though, to just say it as many times as possible. Just keep saying it.
And why won't they change the manager? I mean, it's clearly that he's the wrong manager for this team. They need somebody that's going to light a fire under their ass. Not look like, and then after every game, just say the same shit. Is Tanner Scott. I mean, no Mets getting on base in this inning.
Is that good?
Yeah, he's a pretty good player. And Tommy Sham is up again. Tommy Shamu with the inability. I mean, it is an absolute disgrace. There it is. Dodgers 9-0 after leading after 7 innings. Mets have lost 84 straight after trailing after 7 innings. And look, he's not even hustling. He's not even hustling.
Honestly, it's an insult to Shamu. Shamu hustled. No one doubted Shamu's hustle.
I'm picking the Carolina Hurricanes to beat Dallas Stars in the Stanley Cup Final. And here's Mr. Happy.
.187 batting average. How much is he making this year?
$31 million.
Nice.
I mean, every game the Mets are making mental mistakes. That's on the manager. I mean, this whole team, this team's done. It truly is done. It carried the collapse of last year has carried over. Whatever the fuck happened on June 13th in that locker room has carried over. And the fact that Mendoza is still the manager, that they haven't done anything to fix this. All they did was get rid of good players.
God damn it.
Look at that. Another 4-pitch. I mean, look at it. He's skipping. You see the way he's like skipping?
Yep.
Look at him. He's in the dugout with a smile on his face. And there's all the Mets, just like like one that was actually reading. Is in there. Is actually reading a novel in there. And Luis Robert, 0 for his last 24.
Ooh. Nice play.
Yeah, another easy inning.
Was that Comet?
Yep.
Comet is balling.
And now it's the ninth, and
damn,
the Mets don't come back in the ninth. They haven't come back in the ninth in 2 fucking years now.
Could we trade Lindor for Comet?
I'd do it.
I'd do it in a second.
And you know what Lindor does to teams that he's on? Sabotage.
I mean, he did help lead the Mets to the NLCS with a lot of clutch hits.
Yeah, well, that Lindor's gone. This year is all about the enjoyment of losing. In fact, Lindor's writing a book, The Joy of Losing. Chapter 1, Winning is Fascist.
Always with the fascism.
And you know that one line in the song? Losing is fun at the Pink Pony Club.
I don't listen to it as much as you.
Well, it's force-fed down my fucking throat all the fucking time. They play it 5 times a game at Citi Field.
That is crazy.
This honestly is the most pathetic bunch of fucking losers ever.
Ever?
I mean, this team they don't give a fuck. Well, Phil just tweeted out Devin Williams hasn't pitched since last Tuesday. Is he not coming in for the 8th inning?
Not my call. Sorry about your pops. It's a super chat, Frank.
Here it is. The Mets have failed to score one earned run, more than one earned run in 9 of their last 10 games against the starting pitcher. That is absolutely incredible. I know how that feels, Bajas. Okay, yeah, Devin Williams is in there now. You have to give him work. He hasn't worked in a week. And they're off tomorrow. Thank God.
Thank God.
They're not calling that a strike?
They're about to. Yep. Clearly in. He challenged that immediately. Bad call.
I mean, that was clear as day. I think it should be every pitch, and at the umpire gets a visual, puts a microphone in his ear, and when the pitch goes over the strike, gets a notification from
boom. I think you just solved the whole thing, Frank. That's the key part. So the umpire, the whole tradition's still there, but he just has a little earpiece, ball or strike. Couldn't agree more.
There's that Evan Diaz coming in. We'll have the trumpets.
Oh boy.
The Mets have no shot against them.
Unless they do.
No, if ninth inning, I could get them out. And God only knows when Juan Soto is coming back. He's going to be re-examined on Monday. And he might have to go down and play 2 weeks in the minors to ramp up. So it's probably another month before he plays again.
Wow. That's hard.
Yeah, well, when's the last time you seen the Mets hustle like that?
How did Lindor not get him out?
Because it
was hit right to him.
Because he didn't throw hard?
He didn't charge the ball, right?
Yeah.
I mean, these are just fundamentals.
Yeah, every game is like this.
He sat back on that and just
every game.
A little casual throw to his buddy.
Yes, exactly.
That was weird.
1919 White Sox. They didn't all make errors. They did things like that. Just for the games.
All right, just allegedly.
Well, with the White Sox, it wasn't allegedly.
I'm saying, just you.
But I'm saying that's what.
I know where you're going. I know what you're saying.
I mean, you got to. I mean, this is
even the chat saying, "How do you not charge the ball?"
It's inexcusable.
I'm not like a baseball player,
and that's why it's even worse than his batting average.
Well, yeah, batting averages fluctuate.
I mean, Lindor has been that. It's been like this all year with Lindor.
It's checked out.
And now Williams is going to get that. Now the Dodgers are going to tack on a whole bunch of runs. Here it is, walk, and that's how big innings start. Lindor lollygagging. And there's look at Mendoza. He just look at the look on Mendoza's face.
Just confused puppy.
Look at this. He's singing that he wants to see a home run. The Mets play with no intensity, no fire, no desire. It's sickening.
A lot of people want Beltran.
He's never managed before, but I don't think he could do worse. Maybe he could reach some of these players. Look at this. And Devin Williams, who hasn't pitched in a week, now looks completely rusty. And now Dodgers going to blow the game open. In the gap. Here it is. What, nobody scored?
That was weird. They must have been really apprehensive on the pop.
How did nobody score?
The ball looked like, yeah, see, look at the base runner. Guy on second really pulled up. He stayed.
How did the guy from second not even score?
Because the guy from third was clear. The first guy was not going, so he held everybody else up. Could have been 2 runs, runner on second. It was purely the guy on third fucked it all up.
And this all got set up by Lindor lollygagging.
I agree. Charge the ball, throw it hard. It's an out. Oh my God.
Grand slam. Well, I guess you won't be seeing trumpets after all.
You called that. All started with Lindor.
This is a 100-loss team. I'm gonna say that again.
Now Devin Williams is like ruined.
This team's gonna lose 100 games. Because you're too stupid to fire Mendoza. This is the worst Met team I've ever seen. This is even worse than the. I don't know what this team's going to look like after the lockout, but I don't want to see Lindor wear a Met uniform ever again. They got to get rid of him.
When do they play again? Saturday?
Friday.
Oh yeah, today's Thursday because it's after midnight. You know me with days of the week, Frank. Go past midnight, I'm all off. Well, that's good. Devin Williams is out.
I mean, this is disgusting. The lack of competitiveness. Here it is. The Mets just need one. Yeah, one win game turns the whole thing around. This is a horrendous team. Clippers are leading the Warriors. Can't believe the Sixers beat the Magic even without Embiid.
What do you mean even without Embiid? Does Embiid even play? When I got my appendix out, Frank, I was in like 5th grade, and I was walking around the hospital the day after the operation. I think I was back in school the next week. Now the operation's much less invasive. They like cut me open.
The Mets have 3 players currently on 0 for 20 streaks. Here it is. Someone's pointing out the Lindor mistake.
Who?
It's another account that he just like laid back and lobbed.
Yep. It was casual. I called it right away, and I'm not like I'm not uptight on this stuff, but like it's clearly it's a
This is what I see every
fast base runner. You got to go after it.
This is what I see every game from him. This is why I am so pissed off. I know he has the slow starts with the bat, but this is unacceptable. All these fucking green shoots.
Green
Yeah,
shoot.
Anthony Nicomo, another mistake. I mean, look at the body language on him. Does he look like he even cares?
No, he doesn't.
This is because they didn't make him team captain. 100% this is what this is about. Because he is a petty fucking piece of shit.
Whoa, how you doing?
He's a petty piece of fucking shit. He doesn't like Soto because Soto's more popular than him. Soto's a better player than him. There's another home run.
My God.
And Soto's never coming back. Never! They're going to trade Soto, too. It's Lindor's team. Lindor says that losing is good for you. Fucking commune piece of shit.
Oh, boy.
Yeah. Where's the urgency? Where is somebody that light a fire under this fucking team? When's someone gonna just get in their face? Other than fucking me. That's why they don't like me. That's why they fucking hate me. Is I tell them the fucking truth. I mean, they want to be coddled. It's okay. That's why they love Tommy Luzgauer. Fucking piece of shit.
Jesus Christ. This is embarrassing.
And how did this all start?
Francisco.
I mean, at what point do the Mets just do something?
Probably never.
Losing it, and then you had the Queen's cut there. Turn that phone upside down. turn that. The Mets are getting killed, and he's saying, "Turn that frown upside down. Let's get hyped for the Queen's crew."
Oh, Frankie boy.
I mean, Jared Young's gonna be out 6 to 8 weeks with the knee injury. I'm tired of the word is lethargic.
Lethargic.
Lacking urgency, lacking fire, lacking desire, lacking accountability.
Hustle, muscle.
I mean, all Soto does is play grab ass with the opposing team. That's all he fucking does. And you know what? Nimmo would hold him accountable. Alonso was a meathead, but he actually had some fire. That's gone now. And all we got is Marcus Simeon and Bo Bichette, who just look like they don't even give a fuck. By the way, the Mets team OPS right now is 420. Which is about as bad as you can get.
Getting out of the inning.
Yep, here's some. Only the Mets can turn a contact hitter like Bichette into a strikeout machine. He has basically almost as many strikeouts through the first month of the season than he did like half of last season. I mean, the lack of heart and energy this team plays with. I mean, it is stunning lack of heart this team plays with. And Lindor really sets the tone.
They need to get into a brawl. Get the team together.
Here it is. What do I think caused Lindor to stop giving a fuck? I think that it's Juan Soto. Because he is a jealous player who wasn't main team captain, and he's crying about it. That he has to be the man, and he's upset that he's not the man. That's what it is. Lindor wanted to be the alpha of the team, but Juan Soto's the alpha of the team. And basically, Soto can't handle that. Lindor can't handle that. I mean, Mets now going to be 7-12. They're never going to even see 500 again this year. I mean, there's an off day tomorrow. They got to do something to light a fire under this fucking team. And here's Beatty, who just looks completely useless. Beatty, this is back to 2024 Beatty. That is just can't fucking that just swings at everything. I mean, look at that. Look at that pathetic at bat. I mean, just another pathetic at bat. I mean, these ninth innings, 3-pitch strikeout. Not one competitive swing. Question: have you seen this? We've watched 9 innings of Met game today. Have you seen any Met player fight back and foul off a bunch of pitches?
Honestly, the only at bat where I said out loud he's showing some fight, I think was Lindor's second at bat, and it ended in a strikeout. That's
I mean, Bo Bichette's now batting .218. This guy's supposed to be a contact hitter, and all he does is strike the fuck out.
Who's the Mets hitting coach this year?
I don't know. They hired a new one. Never heard of the guy. Never played. Maybe it's an MIT guy.
Oh, Poindexter.
Look at that swing that Bo Bichette just made.
He just swung for the fences.
It's 8-1. He's swinging for the fucking fences.
Oh, nice hit.
But that ends his 0 for 20, which was his second 0 for 20 stretch of the year. Oh, there it is. The Mets hitting coach is Troy Snitker, whose brother used to be the manager of the Braves. You know, the Mets don't even hold team meetings. They don't do anything.
They don't do meetings?
Nope. Alvarez just got hit. Would have meant something if fucking Lindor actually charged the ball and lollygagged the ball to first.
Yeah, it could have still been a game. We would have seen the trumpets.
Benj is up now. At least he's starting to show some signs of life, but 154 is
What is this going to be? Their 8th in a row?
8th in a row. And they've scored 2 or fewer runs in 7 of the 8 games. With 3 shutouts and 3 games with 1 run.
Yeah, I don't hate Benj either. Benj is fighting.
Well, Benj, I'm just worried that he's
Yeah, no, you're not hating on him.
that
You're trying to protect him as a prospect.
it's probably still too early to bring him up. If Talkman was healthy, he would not have. He may not have. He would have probably been sent to Syracuse. Oh and 8 since the fucking pink pony on the moon. That song's got to be fucking deleted. I mean, something's got to happen that she gets completely canceled. That she
You do realize that every sports season you fixate on a song as being cursed and then you antagonize and demonize.
But nothing's had the power of this one.
It's seasonal. Every hurricane seems like the worst because you forget about the previous. But I promise you. Do you remember Brightside? Do you remember yelling about cucks every day? Because I remember. The North remembers. You can do your reaction video on the live stream?
Yep. I mean, his team has no fucking heart. And Lindor sets the tone. And there it is. Yeah, she's already in deep shit for being mean to her fans. Meanwhile, she looks like a whore at the Emmys.
Frank, come on, little bit of class. Even if it's true, you don't have to say it. Even if it's true, you don't have to say it. That's what class is. Keep it together. Come on.
Yeah, well, look what she wore.
Again, I'm not arguing the outfit. I'm arguing having some fucking class.
This is a guy who's not shown any heart at all, Marcus Semien. He's just been terrible from the word jump. And this is what they got for Brandon Nimmo. Look at that.
It's a nice foul ball. Got a piece of it. How many games are left after tonight?
$149. Actually, it's less than that. It's like what is it? 19 games, so it's 143. And the Mets are probably going to lose 100 of them.
There we go. Ribby.
Would have meant something if it wasn't for fucking Lindor. You know, it'd be appropriate if Melendez comes up, gets a hit, Pham gets a hit, and Lindor comes up with the tying run. They bring in the trumpets, and Lindor smiles and strikes out to end the game.
If that happens, I quit.
Because Melendez has gotten 2 hits today.
Yeah, no, I'm sure it's going to happen. So it's been nice working with you.
I mean, these are uncompetitive games. The Mets have not been competitive in these games.
You think they're showing any heart?
No.
Not even like a little?
No. This is the Dodgers' worst pitcher out there. Mop up.
You think any of them care at all?
They don't look like it.
Good night.
They don't look like it. Here you have it, another heartless, lifeless, shit game. I mean, Clay Holmes, decent, but gets the loss. Francisco Alvarez has his head so far up his ass. What's the first base coach even doing there? Ball falls in, and he's running back to first. There you got Lindor smiling, and he's playing grab ass with the opponent. He plays grab ass. That's all he does. Hates his teammates, but plays grab ass with the opponent. I am tired of the fraternization of Lindor during the game. I am tired of watching him smile, and then he comes, ground ball hits him, he lollygags, and another big inning because of his fucking lack of hustle and heart. And his team is dead. 8 in a row since a goddamn fucking song played on the fucking moon, and then They are never gonna win another fucking game.
Succinct and poignant.
All right, that's the end of the stream.
Thanks for watching, guys. Love you all. Prayers to the Mets.
Yeah, it's over. The Pink Pony team. They're getting rid of Mr. Met, and they're gonna have a pink pony named Chappie as their new mascot.
What about Mrs. Met?
She's gonna be go to the Dodgers.
That's not even funny.
Yeah, no, Mr. and Mrs. Met are gonna become Mr. and Mrs. Dodger.
It's the only ass I've truly seen you check out.
All right, see you later.
See ya.